Hi everyone, and welcome to another Homebrew Buffoonery tasting edition. So for this tasting, what I've got is the raw running off of my Twinkles audition, which was my Witbier. It was the last of my double pot ones, I think. You have to check a video, I can't remember. So there it is. It's as it says here. It says appearance is beer with very cloudy from starch haze and what have you. Now, if you look at the other video, the audition tasting, you'll see that they're both really clear. Strangely, the gelatin finding one was less clear than the unfined one, but never mind. So again, let's have a look. This was, because it was a raw ale, there was no boil involved, so I just got the original pre-boil gravity, which was 1036, and it went down to 1002 and gave me 4.5%, which the audition only gave me 3.7%. And the only thing I did with this was I dry hopped it with 10 grams of hallertau. So my only other, my last tasting with the raw ale did not end well. It was off. I think it got infected. It was almost like a sour beer, which is something I fancy for the future, but not for that one. I didn't. So let's have a open it. Oh, there's a nice fizz of CO2 there, so it's reasonably well carbonated. Bit of funk to the smell though, but it's definitely hazy, and it is super pale. Holy jeepers. Look how pale that is. That is SRMs at the bottom of the chart, isn't it? But, appearance, very pale straw, sorry, which that is very most definitely is. And we're very cloudy from starch, haze and or yeast. Well, it's very cloudy, and I don't know why. It could be any of them. Gives it its milky, whitish yellow appearance. So I would say that is absolutely 5 out of 5 banger. If there's any BJCP judges who watch this rubbish, that is bang on 5 out of 5 for appearance. Flavour, pleasant malty sweet grain flavour with honey and or vanilla, and a zesty orange citrusy fruitiness, refreshingly crisp with a dry, often tart finish. But let's have a sniff. Moderate malty sweet. There's a bit of funk in there. It's not so bad when it's in a glass, but in the bottle it was quite concentrated. Light, grainy, spicy, tartness, coriander, herbal, spicy, peppery. So basically every beer you've ever drunk, it's got a smell of that. I don't know. There's sort of like a herbally kind of floral thing going on in there. It's definitely not sweet. I look at the head though. The head's really dense. That's a good quality head on that. I'm right pleased with that. But it's all down to flavour in it. So please don't be sour like the last one. Oh, it's not sour. It's quite grainy. There was a strange flavour in there. Zesty orange citrusy, no. Tart, no. Ready wheat. It smells like, old socks or something like that. I'm not sure what that is. It's definitely not sour, but there's that tartness in there. That's what it is. It's not sour, it's tart. But the flavour drops off really quickly. It becomes very watery very quickly. The mouthfeel's not too bad, but it becomes very watery very quickly, and the flavour doesn't last. And the carbonation, again, I find with these raw beers, the carbonation flavour takes over and cuts. It's like it's not sharp, but it just cuts through everything. It's like drinking raw soda stream or something, one of those home things that you make fizzy pop with, a bit like that. Almost like a Perrier kind of fizzy water kind of thing going on. What's else? What else does it say? Medium light. It was definitely light-bodied mouthfeel to it. Spicing lactic sourness. I suspect that's what it might be. Because there is a sort of tarty. Oh yeah, there's some tarty citrus in there, and that's what acids are. Acids are tart and citrusy, and I remember that because my old chemistry teacher at school, Mr. Brooks, he said we said we're working with sulfuric acid one day. I says, "What's it taste like?" He says, "Well, why don't you give it a go?" So we diluted it down, and it did taste like lemon. But you know, school in the 80s, rock on. Wouldn't be able to do that now. Effervescent character from high carbonation. Well, that's what's come through. Refreshing. I wouldn't say it's refreshing. No harshness, no astringency. No, it is thin though. It should not be overly dry and thin, but it is quite thin. But it's not too bad. I've only got 3 bottles of it, and if I remember rightly, did I do it in a plastic milk carton? No, I think I did this one in a demijohn. The other one I did in a plastic milk carton, and it went sour, which is a different beer style in itself, isn't it? But it's not too bad. Characteristic malts, unmalted wheat. Well, there's a high part of unmalted wheat in it. I'm going to do some malted wheat beers because I've got some coming. Spices, freshly ground coriander and curacao. I don't even know what that is. I know what it's that blue drink in it, but I don't know what it tastes of. And sometimes sweet orange peel complement the sweet aroma and are quite characteristic. And other spices. Cinnamon, no, there's no cinnamon in there. It smells like my sock drawer. Chamomile. No, it's. I think it's acidy. That's what it is. It's like a funky kind of tartness that on the smell. That's the overriding thing I have of the whole beer, I think. But there's a bit of tartness there from the carbonation, obviously from the malts and all that sort of stuff, from the fermentation. But like I say, I've only got 2 more bottles of this left, and since I'm not doing the 2-pot brews at the minute, I'm waiting to get a bigger 20-litre pot. I think I'll give the old raw brews a miss for now. 3 or 4 others that are single pot brews, and they seem to be much better, and they'll have tasting videos coming up soon. So there we go for the old Twinkles raw wheat. That's a catchy name, innit? As usual, you can like and you can subscribe, and you can leave a comment if you like, and don't brew raw wheat beers. It's just don't get it brewed.